Yeah. But the McDonald's sucks. The Pizza Hut sucks because you wait too long and then they always get your order wrong. Like, you want to know how bad it is? Pizza Hut's one of my favorite restaurants, and I would not go to that restaurant. Let's go to one of my favorite tracks in this game, at least on the dirt scene. So, that the Pizza Hut sucks because, like I said, they'll always get your order wrong, plus you'll be waiting like 30 minutes, so there's obviously no point to it. Okay. And Subway, I mean, it's Subway. I mean, I don't really like Subway all that much anyway. It's just because they really don't have much there for me except meatball sub and ham and cheese. That's it. All their vegetables and shit. Like, if I go there, I'll probably go and, like, pick out some other special stuff like chips and all that stuff. But it's nothing like I'll go there just for the sake of the chips and all that stuff, and I can just buy it at the gas station or the grocery store. I'm not going to do that, especially because I don't think they're open in the goddamn morning, so, yeah. So, whatever that's going to be the case, I mean, my last resort's McDonald's, and, I mean, it's fine. I mean, I have the money to use it, I like it. If it's going to be $5 for breakfast, okay, let's think about it this way. Me going to McDonald's is less expensive than if I were to get breakfast at my school. Think about that. Think about that, okay? Is it me or do I keep okay, it's a different guy. Ow! And they just piled up, so that's nice. But every time I go to my school and get breakfast, I always get like whatever they have for breakfast, plus I grab a water bottle because, I want to get hydrated, don't I? So I have to drink the water. And then I would get, milk as well. And then if there's any other thing in there, like they have this special kind of water that's kind of flavored. They call it Propel. Kind of sounds like propane, which sounds absolutely horrifying to drink, so don't ever do that. But it's Propel, and they always have it like it's watered, but it's spiked with a little bit of flavor to it. So I guess it's good. I mean, it makes me drink it more often, but I haven't drinking that in a while because usually it burns my throat because of the flavor. Because they always have like kiwi strawberry. And I can always get different flavors from the vending machine, but I'm not going to waste $2 on that. Sorry. But, so, if I wanted to get hydrated with water, I'll just wait till lunch to go and grab, a water bottle. Because they have the same exact stuff that I could get from there. Basically in, at lunch. So I'll just basically do that whenever I ever go to lunch. I'll just grab a water bottle and, yeah, drink it the rest of the day. And, yeah. Well, and all of this stuff, and especially I have to get a juice as well, because I have to have a fruit in my little thing. Anyway, but all of that would cost me, like, $6. $7. If not, maybe a little less than what I would get at McDonald's. Maybe a little less. But when I go to McDonald's, I get a little more variety of choices to eat and all that shit. Even though it's not as cheap, and it's probably more expensive to eat at McDonald's than it is, to actually eat at my school. I don't know. I can't really say about it too much because I've only done it once, and that was yesterday. Probably now that I'm actually watching this, I've probably done it like several flipping weeks in a row. Several days in a row, several weeks in a row, doesn't matter. But, like, driving, oh my god, just flat out wrecked him right into me. Right into me. Thanks, jackass. Anyway. Like, driving there is fun, even though I hate the traffic, but I love it. I mean, it gets me, because, before that, before driving to there, the only thing I was using my car for was just driving to school and back. That was literally it. That's kind of boring because I want to go out and drive and stuff, and I want to go out and, you know, go to the, you know, go out to eat and all that sort of jazz. And the problem is I can't eat out. I can't eat with my friends quite yet because there's a little rule that I have to wait like 6 goddamn months before letting any of my friends in the car. And even then, the car is so outdated that I'm not even sure if they would like it because it doesn't have an aux cord, so they can't listen to their own music. So they have to basically listen to the radio or listen to my CDs. I don't even have any CDs, so actually I do, but they're like all Disturbed and Metallica CDs. And I think the only Disturbed CD that I'm actually missing is 10,000 Fist. That's it. I have Down with the Sickness. Actually, no, I don't have Believe. So I'm missing 2 of their albums. Yeah. The Metallica, I only got 3, and that's Injustice for All, the Black Album, and Reload. Or is it Fuel? I don't know. I think it's Reload. Yeah, Reload. Can't remember what, I always can't remember what's the title of that album, so whatever. But, you know. So, continuing on with that, the stomach story was, I had it ever since, like, oh, yeah, let me go ahead and talk about the video, actually, because that's actually the best, not the best part, but that I was actually going to say something about it, and then I was talking about McDonald's and all that sort of jazz, and I actually went away from it. But, so the video was rendering, and I wanted to leave at 7:20 so I could go to McDonald's and get the stuff done, or get the stuff before I could, you know, get to school and not be late, but actually eat breakfast and all that, and have some time to eat breakfast. So the video got done at exactly 7:20, so I couldn't leave at exactly 7:20. Instead, I had to wait like 5 minutes so I can upload the video. And my computer was set to a timer to fall asleep if it went inactive to about 2 hours. And I was like, I should increase it to 3 hours just in case if the video takes a little long to upload. So I was like, okay, I'll take it to 3 hours, but it shouldn't take longer than 2 hours to render and upload. Well, boy, was I fucking wrong. Because I got to school and I last touched the computer at exactly 7:25 a.m. So it was going to go to sleep, which means the video was going to stop uploading at 10:30 basically. So I had to basically hope to God that the video was going to upload by then. Like if it went to sleep while it was processing, that wouldn't have mattered because YouTube always does the processing when it's done. Even if it's asleep, they do it in the background basically. But when I got to second period and the clock hit 10:30, I looked and see what my video was at, and it was at like 87% with like 20 minutes remaining. I was like, well, so it took 3.5 hours. It would have to get that upload up. But unfortunately, my computer fell asleep, so it still had about 13% left in uploading. And it fell asleep. Now the good thing about my stomach issue was I was actually able to get home 3 hours early. So I was able to get home and move my mouse, wake up the computer, and get the thing uploaded by 2 o'clock, which was awesome. However, it did seem like I did skip school, but then again, my stomach, to this day, it still is a hurting. I think it's because I haven't eaten anything all day. Man, if only I could actually go to McDonald's, because that does sound good now. Unfortunately, the McDonald's here sucks. So yeah, that's pretty much my That's pretty much how everything went for me in this case. Oh, Lord. You know, if you guys ever do watch these videos, this is going to be the most interesting few videos you're ever going to hear from me. Because I actually told the story for once, and man. Oh. Yeah. So now we're up to $3,000, which that probably won't give me anything to upgrade with. I doubt it. I'll look here. Until you are in this league. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. I'll break the rules. What about exhaust? That's 4,000. Kiss me ass. What about arrow? Big chin. I'm still needing about $2,000 out of that. How about engine? Anything? 5,000. Kiss my ass. And it's not even an upgrade. It's more of a downgrade too. So fuck me, man. Fuck me. Yeah, let's reset my career real quick. Alright, 5x where? Holy fuck. You're asking a little too much there. I'll actually tone that down a little bit, especially with the medium races. But it's whatever. Okay. Let's take a look at the Cup Series real quick. Tony Stewart won Daytona. Woo! And Stewart's about to get the championship points lead. Hail to the yeah. Wait, wait. Hold on. Mark Martin has 4 wins. Good lord. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is 12th in points. Aww, sucks be him. Yep. Okay, let's go to our next race. Ooh, Baxter. This is actually my favorite track because it's always good to run good here. Is there any other stories I could talk about? Because I really think there should be some other stories that I should have talked about. I don't really have any other stories to talk about. Because, like, other than what happened to the whole McDonald's situation, I honestly don't have any more stories to tell. I mean, I basically ranted about the fog and how thick it is and how much I wanted to go to Taco Bell, and honestly it didn't work because, well, the fog's so thick. But and then I started ranting, or not even ranting, just telling my day about yesterday morning. Just I recorded the Piston Cup Series, got it edited and rendered, and then I went to McDonald's, and then got a stomach bug, and then ended up nearly dying. No. If only I had more interesting stories to talk about, but I honestly don't. Other than there is some occasions where I do go to actually, I don't think I've ever telling a, wow, I can't even say the actual grammar right. Grammar. I can never do grammar. Split it 3 wide? Yeah, no, my car won't allow me. It's impossible for me to get the grammar right. But I don't think I've ever told the story about the last time I actually went to the Pizza Hut. It's in my city, I guess you want to call it. It's just a small town, really. So the last, if you remember from my story time episode where I said that the Pizza Hut in my city, I kind of don't want to call it a city. It's just a small town, but I'll say city just for whatever. But it sucks because of how bad their service is. It's bad. It's really bad. So the last time I went there, and this was like several years ago. I want to say it was actually like 2 years ago. And the funny thing is this was around the same. I think the last time I went there was because my mom texted me randomly, just was like, hey, do you want to just hang out tonight and just go to Pizza Hut? Because the thing is, I just live with my dad. It's just me and my dad in my house. My mom lives in Michigan, so I never really get to see her all that much. Maybe a few times. Maybe like I don't want to say a few times a year. I would actually say like several times a year. There'd be a couple times during the months. A couple times a month I'll go up there and see her, but mainly it's on weekends. So yeah, there's that. Photo finish for a second. Woo! I'm a spinner. Don't door slam me. Okay, at least it didn't T-bone me. That's good news. But ooh, that would be good for a thumbnail, wouldn't it? Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Green flag is out. Woohoo! If I oh, okay. Well, if I remember that, that'll be the thumbnail. No, I doubt it. Anyway, so my mom just randomly texts me, like, she never does this. At least she never did up to this point. She just randomly texted me saying, hey, do you want to go out to eat? And I was like, what? Because she's never done it before. So I was like, this is weird, but sure. And we went up to Pizza Hut. Actually, I think that time it wasn't too bad. I think I'm talking about another. Yeah, that time when I went there, it was actually good. Their service was still slow, but it was honestly, it could have been worse. The food we got was right. The drinks are okay. But there was one time where it was actually me and my dad who were there, and this was a couple months beforehand, because if we ever go to Pizza Hut, we just always go to the one that's a little bit south of us, because that's been, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard it was declared one of the best Pizza Huts in Indiana, which may be sad a little bit, because their service sometimes can be a little bit of the side, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. It's good nonetheless. Their pizza and the wings on it, they're good. They actually have good cooks. However, in my little town, our Pizza Hut just has lazy cooks. If I could have compared it, like the one that's south of us a little bit, I could call, like, if I could compare the cooks, as I get drifted door slam, I guess you'll say. Their cooks are basically Gordon Ramsay over our cooks in our little city. Like, if Gordon Ramsay could make a pizza and wings and all that sort of jazz in our little southern Pizza Hut, like that, I'll compare that to what our small town has for cooks. Like, they can't do anything right. They honestly couldn't. I don't know if it's changed now, because it's been like 2 years since the last time I went there. Because mainly, I mean, I'm gonna tell you why. As I got a scratch that I need to reach. Okay. Anyway. So we order our food and drinks. My dad orders a coffee. I order a Mountain Dew. And this is typical for me. I always get a Mountain Dew whenever I go out to eat, because I always think Mountain Dews are always good for drink. Like, I'll also get some other drinks as well, but I prefer Mountain Dew. And I know a lot of other people will have other opinions, but on occasions I'll get other drinks, but mainly it's Mountain Dew for me. But anyway, and it takes, I want to say, the amount of time it would take to get a fucking pizza in the oven and out, just for drinks. And keep in mind, and you may say, well, maybe it was busy. Maybe the restaurant was pretty busy. You never know. It could have been late in the night and everybody was pretty, it was pretty packed. I want to say there was probably like three other families in there. Maybe 4. There wasn't like, they were like, half the tables were empty when I walked in. even though this was 2 years ago, I was still relatively like, I was still like using common sense, so I knew what was going on around me. It was not packed. In fact, it was pretty empty, I want to say. It was like, there was like 5 families, if not 4 or 3. There was not a lot. There was like maybe a couple. And we sat there for like 20 minutes just waiting on coffee. And then they got the coffee. And I want to say it was like 3/4 full. And it was pretty cold. And on my side, the Mountain Dew was fine. Now, I will say this, though. I've had, like, this was the last time I went into that Pizza Hut. Not the last time I had it. I had a few other times where we did quick takeout. And then there were, I mean, even then, it wasn't as good. They were still bad with the cooks and all that. But, anyway, didn't mean to hit him, but drifted into him. But, so we order our pizza, and we always get the stuffed crust meat lovers, because, you know, I like, even though I don't eat healthy, and that shit ain't healthy, you know, get some meat on me, because I mainly need meat, not more vegetables and if I had to rank the 3 of how much I needed out of more, like, rank the 3 of meat, vegetables, and fruit, in order of most important to not so important in my body, meat would be dead on top, and vegetables would be second. Fruit would be third. But by a slim margin for second and third, of course. But, so we order our meat lovers, and we also wanted to get, I think I wanted to get wings at the time as well, so boneless mild wings. I think that's what I had. It was either that or it was the breadsticks. I think it was one or the other. But, so, it took them, I want to say, man, I want to say it was like a half an hour before we got any sort of food. And that was just the breadsticks, or the wings. It was one or the other. I can't remember exactly which one it was. Okay. Then we had to wait another half an hour to get the pizza. And they got the pizza, and it was like, I don't know what to call it. It didn't even look like a meat lover's pizza. It looked like a pizza with like a 3-year-old made it. Like the cheese was on top of everything. Like, we ordered a cheese pizza, but they pranked us and put everything that a meat lover's pizza would have underneath the cheese. And they even had some of the toppings on top as well. So it was a mix between, it was like, it was kind of like the cooks were like, okay, time to make a pizza, and they put the sauce on it, on top of the dough. And then instead of putting the cheese on top of it, they put a shit ton of toppings on it. Then they remembered, oh yeah, the cheese is supposed to go on there first. Instead of restarting, they were like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just place it on top and just continue on. And it didn't even taste right because it was pretty flippin' cold, considering it was like they had the pizza out, and instead of handing it to us as soon as it got out of the oven and ready to eat, they were like, okay, we're just gonna let it sit in the goddamn freezer for just a couple of minutes. Because I want to say it was pretty ice cold too. It was as if they didn't even put it in the oven, but at the same time it was all melted as if it put it in the oven. So it's like they put it in the freezer. Now, I've been to restaurants where I had to wait an hour to get food. And even then, I guess it was well worth the wait. I mean, that story is a little old, so I really can't say much about it. I can't get into too much detail because it was so long ago. But, this was one of those experiences where waiting that long it didn't feel right. It was obviously retarded to wait that long. And I obviously didn't want to wait that long. And especially with how much that food sucked. That's mainly why we stopped going there. Now, keep in mind, like I said, I still do get takeout from there, but I think the last time I did that was last flippin' year. And even then, like, their service is horrendous. We never get pizza there if we ever do get takeout anyway. We always get, oh, that's 6,000. Ooh, that's a lot of money. We always get, well, that's a season ending too. Shit. We get 8th place out of the standings there. So I didn't meet my primary sponsor. Rip me. Oh, season. JB